Hi guys, this is Lisa Knight, and I'm just touching base with you because I've graded your week 1 assignments. This week you had 3 assignments. You had to do homework 1, you had to complete the welcome discussion, and you had a lab assignment. I want to say thank you for completing the welcome assignment. It's nice to see a lot of students that are currently at UNC, ECU, and I think Charlotte too, as well as our BCC students. I actually have a daughter at UNC. I graduated from UNC myself, and I am currently taking classes at ECU for a master's program. And I send people to Charlotte all the time for engineering degrees from my home community college that I teach at full-time, Central Carolina Community College. I also wanted to touch base with you and talk to you a little bit about your Lab 1s. Your Lab 1 was really intended to kind of get you to see an example of how your labs will be submitted. There was some confusion, and I apologize, and I recognize that. There is no quiz for these labs. You will turn in a saved, completed worksheet and any graphs via the assignment link for the lab in Moodle. So in this particular lab, if you look at the very first section of the lab, there was a matching section that you had to complete. And if you did not make a 100 on your lab, it most likely was because you did not complete that and send it to me. You either needed to cut and paste it into the comments, or you needed to upload it as a saved document along with your graph. All of you did a great job with the graph. I see that the example lab graph was there, so you could see what it should look like, because I wanted to make sure that you understood exactly what I was looking for. So I certainly hope that you do understand how to use Logger Pro, because I will really, later on you'll be making graphs, and I'm going to be very particular about how it should be titled and how it should be labeled in terms of units and that kind of thing. So we want to make sure that you understand the anatomy of a graph, and if I tell you to graph something versus something else, that you should know automatically what axis those things are graphed on. The other thing I'd like to mention to you is that there is a Check Yourself quiz for Chapter 1. So most of you did well on your homework. There are a couple of you I'm concerned about. I really would encourage you to contact me sooner than later, because being able to do conversions and understanding significant digits is extremely important in this class. If you don't really understand them, you're having problems, then you need to contact me so we can arrange to meet online and kind of go over those details. You can also check your understanding of the Chapter 1 material by completing that Check Yourself quiz for Chapter 1. It is not graded. It is for practice only. You can take it as many times as you want. It is a set of questions taken from a question bank. So you may not always have the same questions. And when it's time for a test, the test will contain some of those questions, or at least ones that are very similar. And before I go, I would like to also talk to you about your module or your week 2 assignments. Excuse me. If you go to week 2 and you click on the week 2 page, you'll see that you have 2 assignments to do this week. You're going to be learning about speed and velocity and distance and displacement and acceleration, and you should understand what those are and how to calculate them at the end of this week. You will need to go through the Chapter 2 review material, and you will need to complete your homework 2 in WebAssign, and you have a Chapter 2 problem discussion, which is done via VoiceThread as well. And all of these are due at midnight on 1:30. Please email me if you have questions sooner than later. I'll be checking. I did notice that in WebAssign, because I am new to WebAssign, that you have the ability to send me questions via this, within the assignment. And I do check WebAssign on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so that if you are having a question and you need some assistance with a particular problem, I can email and respond to you. So please make sure that you're letting me know if you have questions. A lot of you are taking advantage of that, and I hope that I've been helpful and that you feel like you are getting the responses that you need. So good luck with this week, and enjoy the good weather while we have it. Hopefully it's here to stay, and we're not going to have lots of bad cold weather left in this winter, but you know, it's North Carolina. One week it's 70, the next week it's 20. So good luck, guys. Have a great week.